change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Syracuse Orange. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got him downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move him to the 44.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Syracuse mere inches away from a third down conversion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. They go to the ground. Crosses the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back. You got to use your eyes. You got to play the pass first, and then all of a sudden he takes off and chews up yards so quickly.
Takes it down to the 13-yard line. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop on the line of scrimmage.
That quarterback put his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to barge their way in. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll try to
just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep our eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Quick screen to the speed line. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down. The defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Robinson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And he's brought down after a nice game. Syracuse right back at it.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to force that.
He's got it inside the 15. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the guy.
That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the time. And he puts through the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's well. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. Last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that before shift game. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Quarterback got himself. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
it's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Now the play fake. The throw. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll try the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Tempo and overdrive. Fine play action. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws to the back. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There it is. But it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down you can feel that way, but dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Robinson looking to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all control here in week 9. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Right on the money. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he throws another interception. His third of the night. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Robinson will throw. Buys a little time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Syracuse lines up on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's his fourth interception of the game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Gets the back moving. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10.
Tanner! Military stun! Military stun!
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tiger. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
The kick is up and good. It would run more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets it in. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Clemson, 42.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wells. Makes a move. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Syracuse, 7.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll open the second half with a run. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Orange. And once he found open space, they waited and let him start playing.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Syracuse, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Wells. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Clemson ready to dial this ball away. They got it on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Throws to the wideout.
Now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. the gun, wants to pass. The short hand, it's flat. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's good enough.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is good.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Found a save. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big blowing catch, and he's down at the 5.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now on the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. I don't know if it was luck or pressure or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To throw, it's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets to his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. If they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go! Let's go!
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun. Ground game. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the way. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so if you're running the play, it's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
221 wing, 221 wing. Military.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. There we go. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Charcoal.
Robinson will throw. And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was certainly in the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite. Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
Pulls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Not only sending out a punter for this, we got to make sure they earn their letter.
great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the first down. They're still running. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
And he's thrown another interception. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. That's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Focus, boys, focus.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet punt there.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here comes the option. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on.
The receiver is incomplete. And that's a first down for the offense.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. And they'll take a knee on 4th down. Happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree. What do you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road here.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season,